Hi, my name's Norm, and today I decided to do a review on a new product called NuFletch. It's not actually new, it's been out for quite a while, but it's new to me because I discovered a problem. I am an amateur bow shooter. I shoot for pleasure on targets. I want to get back into hunting because I promised my son, both my sons, my oldest and my youngest, my youngest is helping me today behind the camera. He's Andrew. Come over here and say hello to everybody, Andrew.
Hi.
This is my nice boy. He had his birthday not too long ago, and he likes to help Dad when Dad wants to go shooting. So we decided to do a little fun video for everybody and let you know that I am extremely amateur. Just to let you know, I am extremely amateur. And we're going to be shooting at a yellow target, and Andrew's going to go on the target in a little while. Not right now, but just in a little while. And he's going to be doing all our camera work. First, I'm going to talk to you about this product and the reason behind it. I decided to do a little bit of change in my life because I work too much, and I decided I want to spend more time with my boys. And what better activity than archery? Archery is fun. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a big space for archery, and right now it's winter time. So we set up something in my garage. It's about 9-yard range. I just started tuning my bow a little while ago, and just discovered that while I was tuning it, I must have shot really close because I broke one of the tips of my bow arrows. So that's another thing that you have to understand. When hitting close groups, you may miss and you might tick the arrow. And the only way I can find to prevent that is on your target. And I'm going to ask my son to move over this time to the target. And you see all the five dots?
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm coming over to the target here. It's 9 yards from where I'm shooting. And I was just setting in my sight because, like I said, it's amateur. I picked up this bow at Pro Nature in Edmundston with Steve's help. Steve is the arrow professional over there, and I was always aiming here. And the arrows get close, you can hit the fletchings, hit the tip, which I actually broke, I just discovered, and because my groupings were really close. The best way to avoid that is I use 5 arrows. So you start off 1, 2, center, bottom, right. This way your arrows are not close to each other, hitting each other. And the reason I discovered this was I had regular vanes on this product. The regular vanes, I started shooting close and it would rip. Unknowing to me is when you replace these, you have to be right on. So you need a jig kit, you need glue, you need extra vanes. Time consuming to get them all in the right place. Some kits help you out. You do have a nice kit that they have out there where you just slide it on, put a little bit of glue, and it stays there. I think it's Blazer Vane, the name from that. And then you have the stretch vanes where you put them on and you can boil it in water for 5 minutes. But if you're out in the field, there is no 5 minutes of boiling water. You're up in a stand. What do? Also, it's expensive. It's a lot of stuff. So I bought these kits for 29 bucks. It gave me 6 in a pack. They are lighted nocks. I took the lights out because the camera, we're using a regular video camera, and the camera would only focus in on the lights and everything else would be blurry. And we didn't want that to happen. So I'm going to go back over to my area over here. So what I'm going to do is show you how these work. So it's very simple. Anybody who's ever played professional darts, you know how you could easily slide on your vane for the darts? Well, this is the same principle. You want to zoom in on this part for Dad? Alright, and as I was telling you, it's very simple. Now that we're zoomed in here, it's a matter of sliding and sliding back in, just like the professional darts, and then screwing your cap back on. Now remember, when unscrewing these caps, if you've got your lighted part inside, you want to make sure that there's a little piece left here, because if you push too hard, you're going to light up your knock, and you don't want to do that. I took the lights out because we're practicing and, like I said, for the focusing. As you can see a while ago, I don't know if you can see this on camera, I chipped off one of the ends here, so this one is actually no good. I'll put that in my pocket. And if you're unscrewing and you got it up like this, you might drop the lighted knock, so you have to be careful on that. The only difference between this arrow is the fact that I had to cut it down 2 3/4 inch. and have an insert put in there. Now a lot of people were telling me, well, you can't do that, that's gonna put too much weight in the back of the arrow, your arrow's gonna go off-sided, and it's not. Well, one of the things is I'm not a scientist or anything like that. Weight behind the arrow makes better penetration. Better penetration means a nicer kill. You don't want the animal to suffer. It also means, the arrow being shorter, you have less bend for oscillicity. I have tried it out. I've shot regular arrows. I was all over the board. Now I'm shooting. I'm actually staying in my groups, as you can tell by me breaking one of the tips. So this one's going to have to stay to the side, and I'm going to take one of my arrows, and I'm going to have to order some of these white nocks. And you can get them in different colors, so that's not the end of the world. But to make sure that I don't break anymore, I'm going to be shooting in the order that we showed you a while ago on the target. My son is going to focus in on that one spot when we're ready. And then we'll go from there. So now we're going to zoom out back on Dad. It's on full view, is that? All right, thanks. So I have a practice tip, just a basic one. I have an insert, I have my shaft, I have another insert, and then I have the NuFletch. You know, the only reason I did this was looking up to repair my fletches since I really just got these. So I'm trying to show people that an average, regular person, I am not paid by NuFletch. They haven't given me anything. I bought this on my own. I do plan on buying again their crossbow version because I do have a crossbow. And with this, I find it shooting really straight. Oh yes, I'm only at 9 yards for now. Summer's going to be with us. And also, there's a range that's opening, and we're going to get the hours of when they're open, and I'm going to be practicing over there. And I plan on getting a bow for my son, a nice bow that he can actually use. But he's nice enough for a minute. Today, he's going to be my cameraman. And who knows, when I go hunting, he might be my cameraman in the stand too. He's a good kid. He wants to help out his dad. We're going to encourage him. Like I said, it's a family sport. I have an older one right now. He's not at home. He's out. It's New Year's Day, and he's enjoying time with his friends. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is we're going to go on the target in a minute. My son's going to go on there in just a minute. I want to tell you a little bit about my bow. I've shot with 2 bows. The one I bought for my son. We're both set at 40 pounds because we're just practicing. You don't need the heavy weight to practice. I set mine at 40 pounds because it's less strength on the arm, so you know, it gives you a good practice and makes you want to shoot longer. I'm shooting a HCA, which is a high country bow. It's the Sidewinder. It's set at 40 pounds. This was recommended to me as a starter bow from Steve at Pro Natures in Edmundston, New Brunswick. I got my son the Matthews Craze because it can be set anywhere from 20 pounds up to 70, and it's good for a child from the age of 4 or 5, whatever he can pull back pretty much, until it can grow with you instead of having to buy a bow every time. I got this one before I got that one, and I also got my crossbow before. I will be honest, I bought my crossbow 2 years ago. I've shot it maybe 6 or 7 times. Well, 6 or 7 different times, but we shot it several times in between. I bought this one because you can't use a crossbow during archery season. You can only use it during rifle season here in New Brunswick so far, until they change some of the laws, which I'm not 100% on, but I will be because I'm learning as I go. And so this one's set. I'm just using a generic shooting trigger. I thought it was a True Fire, but since there's no name on it, I don't want to say anything. We'll call it generic. I'm shooting gold tip arrows. This is the Hunter Expedition. This is the 5575 version. And we're going to be shooting at the target. And like I said, we're going to go in the order that I showed you. 1, 2, center. 3 is on the bottom. 4 is on the bottom. 5 is on the bottom. See, can't even count. Shows you how amateur I am. And we'll get you to count next time, Andrew, all right?
All right.
And I just played around to set this in normally. And I was doing good grouping, so I decided we're not going to do the good grouping anymore. We're going to do each section so that I can learn different sections and give you a good. I just want to give you a good example on what this thing can and cannot do, and how much penetration is in the arrow. You know, penetration to me and straightness of an arrow is the most important, because you want to kill the animal cleanly. I'm doing this because I want to go back to hunting. I want my kids to enjoy hunting because I eat deer meat. Whatever animal I'm going to kill, I am going to eat. I'm not hunting for trophies. It's not me. It's great. Some people want to do it. I believe you cannot, eat what you kill. Conserve it, So we're going to start. My son's going to go in on the target, and we'll be right back.
Now Dad is going to shoot the first target.
All right. Thank you very much, son. We're just going to put the arrow in, get my trigger going, and we're going to get ready to shoot. All right, now we're going to take the next arrow.
Target 2.
And my son will give me the all ready once he is on that target.
Already.
All right, so now I'm just going to pull back on my arrow. Now we're going to go on target 3, which is the center. And that's the most favorite place that people want to shoot. They want to continue shooting the center. I want to get the best light out of my target. So I'm going to do all over the place. And now we're going to get the bottom right. Let me know when you're in on that.
Oh, wait, bottom right?
Bottom left. Sorry. See, even I made a mistake.
You made me mix up now.
Okay. So let me know when you're
Ready.
on target. Oh, we're ready?
Yep.
Oh, I shook there for some reason. But that's okay. So now we're going to go on the other side.
Ready.
Well, you're more quicker than Dad's getting ready.
I'm good.
All right, so now all the arrows are over there.
Now
I'm
what
going to
do
hang
you
up my bow. And you're going to zoom away from the target a little bit. Okay, so that I can get in there. And I'll meet you guys at the target. All right, like I said, I am an amateur hunter. First shot, dead center. Second shot, now it is cold out here, so I've been shaking a little bit. And any hunting expedition, you should be dressed warm, but figure we're in a garage. Now the second shot, I was way low. Third shot, just off. Fourth shot, way off. Fifth shot, at least I'm in the kill zone. So out of my 5 shots, definitely a kill zone, exact center. Then we have a little bit off, way off, and in the kill zone. So I have 1, 2, 3 that are at least in the kill zone. Kill zone to me is anything in the black. Because you gotta remember, heart, lungs, they're only that big. You get a good shot on those, that animal's going down. So now what I'm gonna ask my son to do is come in a little bit closer.
No, me?
Yeah. Now the ones that are not in the kill zone, we're gonna have you hold the edge, hold it tight. Now you're gonna pull it out to see how deep it went in. Okay, so that is maybe 6 inches. 7, I'd say. 6. We'll say 6 inches, just to be fair. And we're going to put that arrow down there. Now we're going to take this one. Nope, that's in the kill zone. This one is out of the kill zone. Alright, it'll let you have some space. Hold it tight. Pull it out. Now there, that would be 7 or 8 inches. Not too bad for penetration. Okay, I'm just going to put that down there. Now, the 3 that we have going good will be that one, and that one. So section 1, 3, and 5. So I shot those good. This one is dead center. There's no way that was, hopefully the animal will drop. Doing it this way, like I said, prevents you from hitting the veins against each other or skimming in and ripping off the vein, or breaking the tips of the knock. I broke one just a little while ago while it's warming up before trying this video with my son. So we're gonna get this all out, and my center shot, I will grab this one. 4 or 5 inch. That's not a lot of penetration because the other day we were shooting and we almost had almost all the arrow in. So I don't know why it's not doing as much. Maybe I'm letting go. And then we get the last one. How much that? See, even that one's a good penetration. So I'm going to go back and we're going to do one more round just to be right. I'm going to straighten out the target a little bit. And my helpful cameraman over there is going to do things.
Actually, zoom into target number 1.
We want to make sure that always your tips and the arrow itself is tightened up to the point where, you know, you don't want loose vibrations that can throw your shots off. Or like me, being an amateur, you know, 3 out of 5 shots are in kill zone. That's not bad for an amateur. At least I would say that. So now I'm ready and I'm getting ready to go. And pull back. First shot.
There. I'm really quick.
Nice. And my cameraman is learning too. So you know what, if we're not 100% clear, we're a little bit fuzzy, you know what, so what? We are not professionals and we don't try to be. We are average, everyday people. We don't get paid by any company. We're just doing this for the fun of it and to give some information to some nice people out online.
That was a good shot. Almost dead splinter.
Why, thank you very much. And so now we're going to go for the center one, which is, like I said, everybody wants to shoot the center spot. It draws our eyes. It's always the first place people think. Me, I'm doing it in order just so I can show people what we can do. And I'm not perfect.
Bottom left, just in case you forget. Set.
And now we're down to the final shot.
Imagine this was the first arrow that you used, so it's going to be the best arrow.
So, once again, I'll hang up my bow here, and I'm going to go over to the target. So you want to zoom out so you can get both that and target?
Yep, and me. I'm coming too.
Alright, so now this time I did a lot better. I had my first shot, which came just a little bit lower than the center of the black, but still in the round kill zone. Second shot, right, maybe half an inch over and I'm dead center. Third shot for the middle, still a little bit lower. Like I said, I need to practice. Final, of course, the fourth shot out of the kill zone, and the fifth shot in the kill zone. Now, if I'm looking off the side here, the one that has the deepest penetration would be the center. So I'm going to grab and lock, and as you can see now we're getting penetration. This is definitely a footed, for sure.
For sure.
Which is nice. And I'm tightening up the ends. This is what I recommend doing after every shot, is making sure your ends are tight. You don't want it wiggling and throwing off. So Andrew's going to do that one. And still, not as much penetration, but still nice. Yeah.
The next one?
Okay, and I will do the next one. I'm going to get, oh, you want that one? All right. So I'm going to get this one where I hit mostly in the center. Once again, at least 7 to 8 inch penetration.
Turn.
All right, so I'm going to let you grab one of yours and move out of your way. Wow. Pull. There you go.
I grabbed from where it was.
Yeah, so you're still almost a foot of penetration. Now I'll do the final arrow. And see, it's not much, 7 or 8, but
it's still good.
still nice. Now you have to understand something that I want you to understand. I'm not doing this to try to be famous or popular. I'm just doing this to show people on a basic thing. Now I only have 9 yards. So the video is going to be called the 9-yard test. Once the snow goes down or the range opens up over here finally, we have a place that was only open on Wednesdays, but I hear that they're going to be doing several days now. I'm going to be bringing my boy. We're going to be practice shooting over there. I want to thank you all. I want to thank my cameraman Andrew over there. And we're going to have some fun and shoot some more bow. Thanks.